You are listening to the Marc Guzman Podcast Experience. Okay, so next one is robo-agents. Basically, technology, AI, mixing in with the real estate industry. And this is something that keeps coming up every few months. Technology, there's some new technology coming up in real estate. How is that going to affect agents, the agent's role in the business? And I'm excited. I love to embrace technology. I think it makes my job way easier. It makes communicating with people much easier. It makes getting leads and getting new business way easier. And
yeah, no, absolutely. The way that we generate leads today and the amount of the amount of information at my fingertips that I can find out about a person just from their cell phone or their email to determine if they're a valid buyer or suspect or prospect is just light years from when I started back in 1991.
And we're at a record right now of the most amount of capital being invested by tech companies and venture capital firms into the real estate sector and creating so many products. And of course, we're starting to see AI bots.
Right.
And the next evolution after AI bots are going to be actual robots that can assist us. But we may not be having like actual physical robots. These are going to be robots or artificial intelligence within our computers, within our iPads. I mean, we have, Alexa and Siri already. But as those develop and get even more, where do you see real estate going?
Well, I really see it being able to implement the human more so than it becoming its own autonomous, standalone artificial intelligence being able to carry on a transaction from start to finish. If the technology does continue to advance the way that it's going, then for producers, then their ability to be able to use or deploy AI like a transaction coordinator has limitless different boundaries.
And speaking of a transaction coordinator, that's going to be one subsector of the real estate industry that we all need to really watch, because there are AI bots right now that will scan and read full contracts, legal contracts, and will be able to identify signatures, initials, items missing from the contract, right, and be able to notify all the different parties. In fact, there was a law firm, and I can't think of their name right now, but there was a law firm about 2 years ago that they announced they're using new AI bot technology where they cut out 200,000 legal hours of attorneys sitting down reading through contracts. Right. And they did that through AI bots.
Well, I mean, that's just another offshoot of the technology like the NSA uses, where they can hone in on keywords you might be saying over your cell phone, like bomb, right? It's the same root technology.
You just got us on the NSA list.
Right. It's the same root technology that attorney firms use to basically run search words on your email so you can find specific words when you're litigating against somebody.
And the one thing that I always found,
now that it's just got some type of a logic behind it.
The one thing I always found a bit annoying about the real estate industry is so many people against embracing technology. I feel like so many people get stuck in there.
Kind of gone. I remember those
Not
guys.
Really. If you go out there and talk to a lot of people,
you can still find some people who write contracts on paper. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not just writing contracts on paper. There's a lot of people that simply don't want to embrace any new technology, right, simply because they feel as if their business is going to get cut out, instead of embracing it and seeing how they can use that technology to increase their own business. And so it's a completely different mentality.
Sure.
So one fun question that we have here is, if we end up actually having robot assistants that sit in our office and doing most of the legal paperwork, and because we're Star Wars fans, if that robot could be a droid from the Star Wars universe, which droid would it be for you?
From the Star Wars universe, it'd have to be C-3PO. At least he's got a humanoid body and can actually do some stuff like sign contracts.
And he's fluent in over 1 million languages.
Exactly. So I could transact business in that many languages, and if it's R2-D2,
I don't think we have 1 million languages on Earth, though.
We don't. You
would have to start selling real estate on Mars to find other different clients.
Correct. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely C-3PO because he's got the full-on hands and can walk around and talk. Just got to bring the annoyance level down. That's all.
For me, it'd be Chopper. Chopper is from the Star Wars Rebels animated series.
Oh, yeah.
And
My daughter watches that.
Yeah, for me, it's got to be Chopper. He would just be hilarious. He'd be the worst employee in the world, the worst robot to actually have as your assistant.
I'm sure we would have DRE in our office all the time.
He would mess up everything, literally, but it would be a fun journey every single day. So that would be my answer. Okay, let's get into our